3, 2, 1. Congratulations.
3, 2, 1.
Hello, gentlemen and
Are we alive?
others. For a minute, yes.
Oh, fuck.
Welcome back to D&D. Really quick recap before we get into what will probably be, or possibly be, a rather intense session.
Maybe
So,
the
last
session ever.
I know. Probably not. Last session, you guys entered the Forge. I know, that was a very long way away. But you entered the Forge, the main Forge of the Dondorum Forge, and spoke with the Forge Master, who basically said, yeah, the Duergar are kind of shit now. Can you help me make them not shit by killing Lolth? Bit more elaborate than that, but he wanted Hercule, your little Duergar friend, in return. With some quick thinking, Doc was able to come up with an idea to essentially make a deal. You would kill Lolth and sound a horn that would basically tell all the Duergar to rise in arms and take back these caverns themselves. And you would take Hercule away from here, and he would never return to the caverns. To seal the deal, as it were, Gylndan sort of had this band and this sort of brand on his wrist, basically being that if you didn't kill Lolth in 2 days, Gylndan would be teleported back along with Hercule to the Forge and be punished for eternity. He also, with this, sort of gave you a shortcut around the thing, or rather through a section of the cavern, so that you could make it there in pretty much half the time. And from there, you went through that small little shortcut, took a bit of a rest, gathered yourselves before the fight. Drix, the mind flayer that Hercule seems to be friends with, and who has come along your way and is quite important in taking out Lolth. Drix seemed to disappear for a little while during this short rest. You were waiting at the sort of mouth of this cavern, and he went out for most of it, but came back. And then you headed down and started to fight the Temple Guard. You sort of stealthed past a lot of the initial sort of enforcements there, and with a rather successful fireball against a lot of the Duergar that awaited here, not Duergar, Drow that awaited here, you very clearly made yourselves known. You took out one of the priestesses here and all of the sort of regular Drow. Initiative was rolled, and away we go. First up, unfortunately, it's them. See, look at that segue, that was smooth. So, first up it's them, and these two guys are going to sort of push just to sort of here on the stairs, this woman coming in just behind them. And I actually need to look at her stat block, 1 second.
Why are you there?
There?
Yeah, like we're all together and you're just there.
I think he did move there just before.
He did.
I did.
He wants
They call me Oramis
to
the Lone Hand.
If you just give me 1 second, she is going to cast.
I've discovered something interesting. All the sides of the D20 are effectively opposites. So when the 1 is on the bottom, the 20 is on the top, and all the numbers spawn around, so on the opposite side.
I think you should have figured that out a long time ago.
But why do you necessarily have like 1 on the bottom and 20 on the top all the time? And then if 2's on the bottom, 19's on the top, and so on.
Tell you what, check all your D20s.
They are all in the same layout of numbers.
Yes, Ben.
Luke, can you make me a Constitution saving throw.
Can I see her?
You can see her, yes.
You can fucking take it, Lee.
As she seems to, with this staff in her hands, form a sort of dark cloud of sort of sickening, seemingly poison energy, and it blasts towards you. 13.
Sure it's not with advantage?
Pretty sure.
Okay.
That will unfortunately just fail. And you will very sadly take... Oh, that's a strong one. That is 15 poison damage as a second level ray of sickness. You are also poisoned until her next turn. The end of her next turn.
Is it 15?
15 poison damage, yes.
And I'm not going to ask.
And these guys here are going to move up one each. One will cast this guy. I'm going to need everyone in and around this sort of bottom area here to make a dexterity saving throw.
Hang on, is there any way for me to see what... Can I recognise what spell he's casting? Or we not allow that shit?
I will say that you can make a... this is always tricky. You can make a perception check or an arcana check.
I mean, I'm
Yeah,
absolutely...
yeah. You can make an arcana check.
If I do an arcana check and recognise what it is it my reaction to do the arcana check, or can I check and then
I would say it's your reaction to do the arcana check.
Oh, fuck a duck. Alright.
I will say he does not seem like a wizard. This is one of the more standard elite warriors that you've been fighting against before.
Okay, right. I'm gonna not counterspell it, and let's all do dex saves. Yay!
Cool.
We got the deck saves.
Big up them dex saves, innit? Anyone who got over 12 passed.
Oh, what a wasted roll, JJ.
You all pass.
Apart from Luke? Or does it
I don't take one.
No, you don't actually. That's a very, very good point. Drix will have to make one. Drix passes. That was a complete waste of fairy fire. Good job. DC 12. Apparently that's really, really easy. The other one's just going to fire his crossbow bolt at Luke. For the hell of it. He does roll with disadvantage because I believe you're further than 30 feet away. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, yeah.
You like the match, Luke?
Yeah, that is rather
yes.
uncomfortable.
Why?
Well, because I was lighting a candle. I wasn't just lighting a match for the fun of it.
And that'll be their turns. So now we go to Doc.
Oh, God. Well, I believe I'm in range here, so can the blue one make a dex save for me?
The blue one, make a dex save.
DC 16.
He fails.
Aha, he will get the old Sacred Flame then. Going.
What's the... 60 feet, right?
Yeah.
That is further than 60 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. No, that is actually within range. That's well within range, damn. 9. He will take 9 damage from Sacred Flame. Good friggin' job. Just holy light cascades down over him. Anything else on your turn?
Nope, that will do me just fine.
That'll do you just fine. Oramis, a chance to get back at those who have wronged you. It is your turn.
Eldritch
Sam, you're up next.
Blast on a righty.
Alrighty, that
Oh, good,
misses,
good.
I'm afraid.
How about another?
Oh,
He's gotta be dead.
That'll definitely hit, and oh my lord, yes, he's dead. The first one sort of cascades just to his left, crackling against the stairs, and he looks at it briefly as he goes past, and the next one he sort of turns his head into the next one, which just slams his entire body into the stairs, and it's almost the force of the Eldritch Blast and the force of it pushing him into the stairs that just completely wipe him out. There are 2 left. Anything else on your turn, Oramis?
Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's it.
Cool. Next up is Gylndan.
Move there and toll the dead on the red boy.
Toll the dead and the red boy. It's a wisdom save, right?
I believe so.
Matt has either fallen asleep or frozen for me.
He has frozen for me.
Definitely frozen.
Because for me, he's looking at his phone.
I'm
Also
looking at my phone.
showing the phone to the screen. I got very confused.
Yeah,
you roll a
I'm just
natural one.
I'm switching my phone between my hands. You can sort of see it's mid-air.
Yeah. Natural 1, and he has taken damage before.
Perfect. Okay, let's pray for big things.
Pray for big things.
It's not great. 11.
11 damage. As these dark sort of bells ring in his ears, and he sort of seethes at the pain it's bringing him. Anything else?
That's all on that go.
Excellent. Drix. Drixelthar will move just up here, sort of here, and go invisible. He wants to. He will sort of explain in his mind. I can't be bothered to do the voice right now, but he will sort of explain in his mind that, like I said, he needs to sort of save his energy, save his strength for this mind blast that he's got against against Lolth, and so just to sort of stave against being the target for any attacks, because obviously Drow know how powerful mind flayers are. He will just turn invisible for a brief minute. Then move into Mazzy.
Oh, my screen's gone blank.
Oh, you're back. You're back though.
You're back. It's one of the other.
I think everything just reset itself just when you said my name.
Oh Lord, we have the power.
But the picture hasn't come back in, so I'm just going to back out and come back.
Okay.
And hopefully we'll be fine.
The power of Lolth is so great that it caused his computer to crash. Oh no! Whatever will they do?
Right. So did you say one of them was 1 HP?
No. Neither of them are 1 HP. One of them's just been killed.
Yeah.
You got red boy, an elite warrior wearing this sort of studded leather armor, and the purple gal, the priestess looking lady.
I'll write that, Matt. If you don't ask, you don't get. Is one of them's definitely on 1 HP, yeah?
No, you said something just went out, but one guy disappeared, didn't they? What was that?
Drix. So Drix turned invisible, just in case he's targeted by attacks.
Cool. Right, I'll tried and trusted. Try and shoot Madam Purple.
Madam Purple. Go for it.
Oh, straight away.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, I didn't say
Obviously
Hunter's Mark, so I forgot about
that. I'll allow it. If you want Hunter's Mark now.
Didn't make much difference.
Didn't make much difference. So that is 13 damage on that hit. That's a pretty decent hit. You firing again?
Oh, of course.
Same person?
Just don't miss. Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, these two These two arrows sort of hurtling through the air, dealing fair damage. Nicely done. And Hercule. Hercule will run up to Gylndan and stand behind him.
What?
And
That is the wrong way around.
What do you mean?
and with disadvantage, he's going to try and hit the red one. Yeah, that's a 4 and a 2. Good fucking job, Hercule. Back to the top of the round.
Why do you get disadvantage? Distance.
Yeah, distance. His blades, you've sort of seen, have the sort of accuracy at range of about a dagger. So they have about the range of like maybe like a javelin. You know, not great. Their turn. And the purple lady will... It's an interesting question. She will begin casting another spell, moving back up the stairs to give herself a little bit of cover. And with this spell, cause 2 of these fuckers
Oh no!
to join.
Or running the other direction.
Oh, of course, this laptop's control button's broken. That's why it wasn't copy. There we go. To join the fight. I've put all the tokens on different sides. Now, they're little like red and blue and stuff. They're on different sides. It's not a big thing. It's just seemed to look better. She casts a spell, conjures these 2 spiders who sort of form in the earth and sort of crawl out of these sort of black holes that she creates. And they sort of stand there, sort of like sort of shivering and sort of chittering to themselves. She hisses them commands, and they seem to respond. And I'll say that their initiative is right after these ones for ease of purpose. So then you've got this guy who will run up to Oramis and try a bit of the old stabby stabby. 12 plus, I think it hits. 12 plus 7, that's 19.
Yeah, that hits.
19 hits. That is 6 piercing damage. And 2 poison damage.
Do you mean 3 piercing damage?
Okay, I mean 3 piercing damage. And an unnatural 20. I'm assuming hits as well.
Cat.
I'm having a good day.
So that's 7 piercing damage.
Ah.
And 6 poison damage.
Ugh. Please no.
Not a fun round for Oramis as this guy charges up, sort of crying out something in Elvish, a sort of a prayer to Lolth, you can probably assume. It had a name in it. Charges up to him, and with this short sword just starts hacking him to pieces. A fierce battle commences anyway, delivering these 2 quite painful blows to your side. The spiders are also going to move up over this guy's body, 5, 10, 15, 20. I think a spider's D&D giant spider. I think they can only move 20 feet. I should have had all this up already. No, they can move 30 feet. My bad. So this one's going to move a bit past Luke to try and get to people, but this one's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh no.
The turn.
Just be a bastard. 14, but with advantage. 14 again. But that's 14 plus, I think it's 2. 3. Yeah, so 17. Hits, I think.
AC of 16.
Oh, man. Can you make me another Constitution saving throw?
I would love to. More than anything.
Good. I'm
Oh
glad.
boy. You like
Goddamn.
poisoned and disease now.
So that is...
Wait a second, this is meant me Spider-Man.
So that, luckily that's only 4 piercing damage from the spider. However, you also take 8 poison damage. If that had reduced you to 0, you may have been paralyzed. This spider is actually going to use its action to... The other one is going to use its... Doesn't have it ready. That's a very, very good question. No, it doesn't have it ready. Alright, it's going to use its action to just go 5, 10, 15 as a dash. Get right up in Gylndan's face. Move to Doc.
Okay, I am going to move up.
Oh, also, it's probably a good thing to mention that at this point, you start to hear singing from inside.
Don't say it's Christmas carols.
Bit late for that one. But you do start to hear this female chorus begin, female sort of choir begin to sort of lift up in song.
Is it cheerful song or ominous song?
It's very sort of holy, the kind of thing you'd almost expect in like a church. You know, it's very sort of slow and rhythmic. It's in Elvish. A lot of you guys can probably probably recognize sort of what it's talking about. It's sort of just about the sort of glory of, they do mention the Drow, that sort of thing, but it's very sort of holy, very slow, very sort of methodic, almost speaking about some holy presence, some beautiful and great presence.
How did they know I was here?
You're fucking dead, you can't talk.
I'm not dead yet.
On your deathbed.
Yeah.
So Doc, here's your turn.
I moved up a little bit. Can the
You did.
Drow lady make a dex saving throw? Please?
The Drow lady make a dexterity saving throw. Of course, she can. That's a natural 17.
She passed.
Yeah. With saving throws, that's 18. Yeah. No, 19 even.
Okay. In which case, I will also cast Spiritual Weapon at second level, right next to her.
Right next to her, gotcha. Oh.
Like that.
It's a good size, actually. That never happens. And that will hit.
12.
And with that very sort of powerful strike to her face, she sort of stumbles across the floor, tries to get up once again, sort of stumbles on her feet again. But the energy of keeping all these sort of spiders up, and the energy of just trying to go on, is unfortunately too much to bear. And she's out. Which means these guys are also gone. It is just the solo drow left. That was some hefty damage from that. So max damage dice on one, half on the other. That's pretty good. Next up is Oramis. You are caught in a duel. Duel with the Drow. Shadowblade. Shut down. Yeah, that
All
hits.
we can say for this drow, it's that nice that he turned up.
It's nice that he turned up. Yeah, 12 slashing damage. You don't have advantage, so there's no sneak attack, unfortunately. But yeah, very nice. Sort of learning his style of combat, you're easily able to sort of deliver quite a deadly sort of slash to his stomach. Are you attacking him again?
Is the
Need I ask?
Catholic?
Very nice, and another very, very powerful thrust, sort of following up from your first one with your concealed blade sort of across the shoulder line. He is still up, but looking pretty rough. And as the sort of turn is going on, this singing is getting louder and louder. And though you realize that you're probably winning this fight, and he's now realized he's all alone, he still has a little bit of a smirk on his face. Gylndan, you are up.
Just
Finish him.
yeah. I'm trying to. Gonna use a cantrip.
Gonna use a cantrip.
I don't think he'll have good intelligence, so let's do Mind Sliver, why not?
Mind Sliver, so that's an intelligence saving throw from him.
7 damage. Min
7.
and max.
Oh, here's a
He fails.
+0 to intelligence and a natural 15. He fails.
Hey, perfect.
And 7 damage
Get fucked, mate.
is not what you need. Is not what you needed. He is still up.
Oh,
His-
trooper. Absolute trooper.
This guy will
His
not
sort of
take it.
mind seething in. You can sort of as he runs up, you can sort of feel him failing this, and you can feel this sort of sliver within his mind, just sort of causing immense pain right in the center of his head. But he is still up, just. Next up is Drix, who will... It's 2nd level invisibility, so he can't actually do anything lest he give up his invisibility, so he will just sort of move up here. Mazzy.
Do I get a line of sight there?
I would say he will have quarter cover.
Doesn't
Half
matter.
cover.
It doesn't matter, Matt.
He'll have a bit of cover.
His cover won't be enough.
Hmm.
My hunter mark moves on because Madame Drow is dead.
Yep. Yeah, his cover wasn't enough.
Oh, walk it all off
Fucking
me.
hell, yes. And as this guy is, stood here, sort of panting and heaving amidst this sort of duel, he looks over to see you move up, and before he even realizes it, an arrow just thunk straight in his chest, and he falls onto the stairs. Gone. You take a brief moment. It's literally a moment to gather yourselves before the singing erupts louder and louder and louder. And the doors up here, at the top of these stairs, these 2 very, very large stone doors, they open. And walking through are a series of drow.
Oh, shit.
They're all female, wearing fairly basic leather armor, but these women, they are beautiful in their design. They are, their outfit is more meant for form rather than functionality. So they do have sort of leather plates and things which are elaborate, but they do have sort of like these long sort of fabric tails that sort of flow down, and sort of bits of dresses and robes and things like that. They each of them have sort of like almost like a veil over their head as they sing out into the cavern. And they all enter, and they all sort of begin to take just one step down here. And as they take a step down, they stop before.
I'm not trying to cast that. I'm just trying to close the description on my spell thing.
We've
I see.
heard that one before, haven't we?
Of course. And as they sort of sing out, they sort of get to the sort of bottom of the steps. The front sort of row of them get down to the bottom. The second row sort of remain on the top. And they look back, and from this side, I realise you can't see that ping. From this side, a figure walks through the door. She is a medium sort of humanoid. She is a drow woman. She is very very beautiful. You can see from here. She wears this sort of elaborate breastplate armor. These sort of very, very beautiful robes. Her hair in very sort of complicated, almost like Padme styled sort of hair piece. This lovely sort of white hair. At her side, she has 2 scimitars, and she walks down here almost holding herself, commanding this choir, knowing that they are singing for her. They're singing for her grace and her holiness.
Just a tad egotistic.
And after a moment, she raises her hand.
Looking at this, licking his lips.
And after a moment, she raises her hands and just sort of, when the choir sort of comes into a very, very long note, she just raises her hand, closes it like that, and the choir comes to a stop. Standing before you here is Lolth, Queen of Drow, God of Spiders.
Right, I think she deserves to be egotistic. I get it now.
She stands there looking before you all, and she has a beaming smile on her face. And as you're looking at her face, you realize she is unreally beautiful, almost enchantingly so. Luke, you're resistant to charming effects, so for you this isn't as apparent. But for everyone else, it's not causing any sort of effect, but you are sort of just, at this minute, sort of thinking in your mind, like, holy fuck, God, they weren't kidding.
Just hear Oramis say, she's an 8 at best.
And as she sort of stands there, she says, "Thank you, ladies. Gentlemen, I was expecting your arrival. Though I expected something a little more elegant, maybe. She told me you would come. She told me you were annoyingly persistent like that. I guess after all this I must thank you, though. Especially you." And she looks down at you, Oramis. "That little crystal was very uncomfortable. The others are devilishly annoying. Thank you for my release. And it is for that I will show myself to be a graceful goddess. You may all leave now. I will allow you to exit these caverns. I will even get an escort to follow you out. You may spend your final days with your family, friends, loved ones, before the age of Drow and Dragon reigns over your land, and everyone you know is perished. Enjoy these days, for they will be glorious, and I promise, in the new age, we will look down on your own as the foundations of what has become. Have you anything to say?"
Just lost.
Yeah, we won't be leaving quietly, and I'll follow that with a fireball.
Well, if we're chucking attacks out, I might as well join in.
Fucking everything, the kitchen, the sink.
Drix will. So we are sort of, obviously, as she's sort of speaking, we are out of initiative briefly, and Drix will sort of whisper in the back of your minds, "Let me know when I am ready. She is powerful. I must do it early."
Now?
No.
If you have any spells, fling them now.
Excellent. And as she continues to prattle on about her sort of gloriousness and everything like that, suddenly Drix pops back into view. He stands there, places 1 foot forward, and you can see all the Drow at this point are a little surprised, but not too worried. But Lolth's jaw immediately drops when she sees that metal cap over his head. Drix stands, he tenses for a moment, and there is all of a sudden just this blast in each of our minds, in everyone's mind, of psionic power. Now, before, when you've seen a Mind Flayer's Mind Blast, there has been no effect, no nothing. You've just sort of felt it in your mind. But this has a physical effect. It's that powerful, shimmering through the air. It blasts all the way up the stairs and is targeted directly at Lolth. However, it is so powerful in and of itself that it affects even all of you, even those not even stood anywhere near him. A headache pierces through your head, ringing in your ears. You look up and see all these sort of drow priestesses there, and drow warriors, sort of seething as well with a headache. But you hear this one specific wail and scream, and it is from Lolth herself. She cries out, collapsing to the ground onto one knee, screaming, crying. The 2 drow just next to her begin to, and on their turn will go and sort of collect her and try and help her out. But she has been somewhat immobilized for the brief moment as this hugely powerful wave of psionic energy has overflown her. Drix, you can see, physically flies off of his feet and lands about 5 feet behind on his ass.
Damn.
He gains 5 points of exhaustion,
Oh my god.
loses 40 HP,
Oh,
and is currently paralyzed, or stunned, rather.
My dude.
As this not only is a regular mind blast, but this is powerful enough to bring a deity to her knees. Congratulations, Lolth no longer has 9th or 8th level spells, legendary resistances, and has taken 200 health off of her maximum HP. Good
Bitch.
job.
Drix, we'll
God
get
damn.
you a drink, my man, I think.
I don't think he can hear you right now.
In your minds and the back of your sort of minds, you can just hear this voice. It speaks in a language that's completely alien to all of you, and it does sound completely alien. It's like, but in obviously Drix's very, very deep tone, and it's just very, very quiet in the back of your mind as he's sort of lulling himself back into consciousness and trying to sort of regain what was left. And with her briefly stunned, yes, you guys can have a, if you want to call it a surprise round. You can all have essentially an action to
Are you casting Thunderwave?
do something.
No, that should be Eldritch Blast.
Bear in mind, for you guys down at the bottom, they will have half cover because of obviously the stairs sort of going up. But for you on the stairs, you'll probably be able to see it fine. So, we'll go in the sort of initiative order of this. So, Doc, what would you like to do?
I'm guessing more than a minute's passed, so that spiritual weapon is probably run out, essentially.
I will say this. For the purposes of being fair to you guys casting spells for this, spells will carry over. Spells like that will carry over.
It's fine.
I'll say for the purpose of this, 30 seconds has passed, because I don't want to be a dick and suddenly something stops and then, because obviously you didn't know that was about to happen and things like that. So I'll say 30 seconds has passed. You got 30 seconds. So what would you like to do?
I've still got 5, 10, 15, 20 to get to there. And I'll take a swing with it if you'll allow it still there.
Yeah. You have advantage.
Okay. Oh, well.
But you still miss. The Drow priestess sort of interposing her blade between your spiritual weapon and Lolth herself. It's not sort of Lolth on the floor sort of dodging. Next up, Oramis.
Can I use my magic rock to fire
You remembered.
what was it? 4th level, JJ? Radiant Guiding Bolt. Yes.
4th level guiding bolt. Who are you firing it at?
Little Queen Bee up here.
Lolth. So she will have a fair bit of cover, but you certainly can try.
Oh, do I save it? No, I'm gonna try use it now.
Gonna try and use it now. Alrighty. Doc, can you make a just standard range spell attack? So just do a wisdom check and then add 4.
Come on.
Just roll guiding bolt for you.
That would also be a lot easier. And unfortunately, that misses.
Oh,
As
Does it
this
hit
guiding
any
bolt.
of these guys?
I'll say roll a d20, as you're not aiming at them, so just roll a standard d20. If it rolls above their AC, congratulations. I'll say it hits this one here, this back one again, sort of interposing herself between the thing, and yeah, she's fucking out of there. All of these ones as well are again classed as minions, so 1 HP.
That's so disappointing.
That is rather disappointing, is it not?
you used a level 4? Was it level 4?
Level 4.
A level 4 guiding bolt to take out a 1 HP minion. Congrats, man.
Gylndan, it is your turn.
Overkill?
A little bit overkill. I'm gonna fireball right on that group up there,
Right on that group up there.
and I'm gonna hope for better damage than last time because it was like 21, I think, which is full. I'm thinking if I ask nicely, it's got to be 30 plus, right?
Just nicely, surely.
Just. Hey!
30 plus. Congratulations.
Nice.
Well, obviously, Lolth fails. She takes the full 30 damage. Oh my Jesus Christ. These around her. One fails.
Pass.
Pass. And fail. So, no, I rolled 4 dice. Yeah, there's only 3 of them. So it's fail, pass. Harvey did do maximum damage to Lolth, so good job. And finally, Mazzy.
Right, I'm gonna walk all the way up to here to get a good angle, and I am going to seismic arrow her.
Gonna seismic arrow her. Nicely done. All right.
Just for the roll to hit.
Roll to hit. Yep. Yeah, definitely
Mate,
hits.
you've been unreal with all of your bows.
No, it's crazy. Right, just to check, the seismic arrow is.
She needs to make a what?
Yeah, she needs to make a Constitution save.
Constitution save. All right. I believe she fails that one. Actually, that's rather disappointing.
Oh no! Right, 4d8. Oh, don't think we. 1 sec.
What did I say about you guys beating her in like 30 seconds?
Oh, that's a bit depressing.
13. Could be worse. Could be much better. And I believe it's anyone. She also gets pushed back 10 feet.
Yeah, and
She's on the floor.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm gonna kick her out of the building.
Roll a d6 for Hunter's Mark.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Sorry, a bit of a bad cough. See if yeah.
And she's already on the floor, so there we go. Oramis does some weird shit.
And then I'm going to do the same again and hope for a better outcome.
Go for it. Another seismic arrow.
Yep.
Oh.
All right.
God.
Damn.
Still hits. Even with the additional cover I was going to give it for now being inside. Yep, roll damage for seismic arrow.
That's better.
Oh, that's good.
For fuck's sake, yeah, she failed again. Fucking hell, guys. Well done. Yeah, Jesus Christ, that's like 64 damage to her and she hasn't done anything.
Really good hunter's marks, Matt.
Yeah, they're really
Really, really good hunter's marks. Really pulling it out of the park with these hunter's marks. Hercule will instead use his thing to just shout Drix and run over to Drix. Drix currently being on the floor.
Not that it makes much difference, but I think the two people outside would have died as well.
Oh, yes, they need to make con saves. I'll make con saves for them now. So the first one passed, one failed. So we'll say, bang. And the second one, she passed. There is one left standing. And now, would you like to re-roll initiative, or would you like to just stick with the one we've currently got?
Well, we had really bad initiative.
You did have really bad initiative.
Always
And I'll say because obviously this is now you guys coming out of that thing. All their sort of like headaches and everyone's sort of coming back into the fight. We'll re-roll. We'll do a little quick re-roll of initiative. That was Mazzy's 13.
Is that better than last time, Matt?
Yeah, I can't remember what it had, but it wasn't. Oh, well.
24.
Go and check.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that is all of you. And then so calling that. So that is Oramis. Doc.
Luke, I'm having a little dram of God Killers. Good old bit of port.
Oi, oi, oi. Love it.
It's nice. Have you had that one before?
Yes, I quite like that one.
You're a port man, eh, Luke?
I do like port, yeah.
Ah.
He's the same.
Very, very true. Not in real life, but...
So that's the new initiative order. And Oramis, in standard fashion, you are first.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This is stupid because I have no health. At Lolth, by the way.
At Lolth, 7 damage. Yeah, hits.
Ah!
But the natural one crackles off into the room behind her.
Is she still prone?
It hits this one.
She is unfortunately still prone, yes.
Doesn't
No
have
chance it
action,
hits that one, no. So yeah, she's like now like way in there.
It's
Anything
an
else?
action, isn't it? It's an action to drink health potion.
It's a bonus action for you to drink one. It's an action to give it to someone else.
Can I bonus action drink one of my healing potions?
Is it a regular one or a superior one?
I think we bought 2 regular healing potions for everyone.
Cool, so it's
Not
2d4 plus 2.
Okay.
Hey!
Oh!
Nice!
Oh,
10 HP back. Nicely done. Moving on, it is the Drow. This one here will immediately rush the aid of her queen. She runs inside, grabs Lolth with, so I'll say if it takes her 15 feet to get in, she'll use the rest of her movement and a dash, which is about 45, half that, 20 feet, to push further in. At the minute, they're unavailable to get, as she also sort of pulls one of the doors back, closed with her. Only one of the doors is shut, but at the minute you can't quite see them. These 4 will immediately move up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Didn't you have a
5,
dream like this,
10,
Oramis?
20, 25.
I did, but I feel like this is going to end slightly differently.
It's the rule reverse of what you put in the chat, Sam.
5.
A little bit.
20, 25, 30.
Oh,
It is a little bit. So, I'm just going to make a load of attacks against the Oramis and see what hits. So, the first one's a natural 20. Let's get that out of the way first.
I'll let that hit.
5.
it's going to be a good night for first attack. It's a natural 20.
That's 11 piercing. That's 11 piercing damage. 11 piercing damage from the first hit.
I'm so glad I took that health potion.
The second hit misses. The third hit hits with a natural 17, and that is 5 piercing damage.
Cool.
The second one is going to pull out her hand crossbow and fire at you, Mazzy. Let's see how this goes.
What? That's not fair.
That is a 22.
Misses. Let's go.
Can you make me a Constitution saving throw? 12. You just pass.
Oh.
You are on the thing, so you do pass. However, you still take 7 piercing damage as a crossbow bolt jolts into your arm. Can you make me a Constitution save for Hunter's Mark?
Oh, yeah.
Which is on
Oh,
Lolth.
no worries.
It's still on Lolth, and you do know, you are aware of where she is. Obviously, with Hunter's
Yeah.
Mark, if they run away.
Yeah, so I know if she decides to go like, back to the room out the other side, reason I'll blind, I know she's doing
Yeah.
that. Yeah, okay.
Right, so that is all of them. Now, Glyndon, up to you, my dear.
So I'm going to cast Bigby's hand. So could you bring in a bigger me, please?
Bigger you, yeah? Or we could get that
Oh, the other hand you used was good, actually.
hand. Oh, of course, now it's going to take fucking ages.
Get the little clock up on me.
Boom. Hand.
Space. And
I'll
Okay,
allow you to. I'll allow you to control it. Boom. There you go.
Right, so we're going to go here. Yeah. We'll go there. And I'm going to attack this one, just by Oramis.
Yep.
What do I roll?
I believe it's your spell thing, so it's like an intelligence check +4.
Intelligence +4. Yeah, on a hit, the target takes. No, that's something. Make a melee spell attack. So
Yeah.
it's just okay. So would it be plus proficiency as well?
Yeah.
Or no?
Yeah. So your proficiency is 4, so that's why it's +4.
Okay. Intelligence. Yeah.
Diligence.
Oh Jesus
That's
Christ!
probably how you actually think intelligence is.
This hand forms in the air, but unfortunately it takes most of your turn to sort of fully form it. So by the time it starts slamming down, the drow woman knows sort of what's going on and is able to sort of dodge out of the way. Anything else on your turn?
What's her AC?
You don't know.
So if I hit her with a 13 because I got advantage with Oramis, does that hit?
Ooh.
No.
Okay. Was it
Wait.
close?
Wait!
Wait a minute.
Wait! Yeah, it does.
Wait a minute.
Thank you. Right, that's 4d8, I think. So she's dead.
Yeah, I think she's a goner. Congratulations.
Love flanking. Cheers, Oramis. I'll just look at him. I'll click at him and go like that.
Cool.
And then 5. Oh, I don't know.
I don't remember Gylndan being in my dream.
Does anyone need their boiler fixed? 5, 10, 10, 15. I'm just gonna hop behind. Would I get like a quarter cover down here, or?
Probably not, because obviously they can see you just fine, but you can't see all of them from like, because that's sort of how looking down over like stairs and stuff
That's fair.
works.
5, 10, 15. Right, I'm gonna go hide behind Mazzy.
Fair enough. Doc, you are up, my man.
I can just use 35 feet of movement to get to Mazzy. I'm
Alright.
Put a hand on his bow and say, give me this.
On his what, sorry?
With his bow. No, I'm going to put a hand on his bow and cast Holy Weapon.
Oh, okay.
So,
Three more minutes.
Mazzy, you get your bow now is now magical and glowing, and you get an extra 2d8 radiant damage every time.
2d8.
Thank you very much. That saved us a lot of time and halving everything. Good job. What was that? What was that as well? He gains an extra
2d8.
His bow is magical and he
2d8.
gets 2d8 radiant damage on top of every hit. So he does
Oh!
damage plus 2d8.
Ah, that.
Because
What level spell is that?
Fifth.
5th. That doesn't surprise me. All right.
On that. And then I will that's a bonus action, by the way. So I use my action to Sacred Flame this one at the top of the stairs. So looking at the dex.
Sacred Flame. Top of the stairs. 13 plus 2 is 14. That's a
Can you
fail.
cast 2 spells in the same turn?
If one is a cantrip, yes.
Right.
So 14 fails, right?
Yeah. D16. Ooh, that's a good roll.
Boom.
13 damage.
Holy Flame comes down. She crumples to the ground. Next up, we have Mazzy himself. Your bow now sort of illuminated with this quite holy light sort of coming from within the sort of cracks and sort of things in the wood.
Before you move, Mazzy, can we have a little appreciation for us concentration boys over here?
We're doing good.
Yeah, that guy,
We're already
guy's
focused.
that guy's concentrating on being dead pretty hard.
Yeah.
He was the one band member that couldn't. He lost his focus.
He's always in character.
His focus needs more focus.
Well, thank you very, very much for the magical glowing bow, but I'm going to put that away.
Why
I'm gonna
why
save
even
it.
bother?
I'm going to save my arrows for Big Bad Lady. Because these guys
Oh, dear
shouldn't take too much to kill.
It's a sensible manoeuvre. It's just also very disrespectful.
Yeah.
Mazzy-
Just how the,
Mazzy's like a
how the
caveman
pursuit
that's
is
discovered
turned out.
fire and he no longer trusts it because it's glowing.
Roll to hit, good sir.
Yeah.
I hope you miss.
As he should get.
No.
Of course you
And I'm obviously keeping Hunter's Mark on
Lolth.
Lolth. Yeah. So
Yeah, well, this one's gone. Congratulations.
yeah. And then I'm just going to.
After a very
Ooh,
brief
I can't
duel,
move
you're able
any
to
further.
just completely.
you had some ranged
Wreck her.
capabilities, eh?
Yeah. Only now I can't switch my. Well, there you go. That's what I can do.
There you go. That's all you can do. Hercule is going to try and
Don't
make
worry, I'll
a.
use the bow. Don't worry about that.
Hercule is unfortunately too bothered with his friend. He's going to try and make a medicine check, even though it doesn't matter. He rolled a 10, but it doesn't fucking matter what he does because there's nothing he can physically do. He's just there, like Drix, snap out of it, man. What kind of language is this anyway? Any y'all speak weird alien languages?
Yes, I have proficiency in weird alien languages.
Ah, great. Get down here. I don't know what he's fucking saying.
No.
Moving to the top of the round.
Oh, sorry, I lied.
Moving to the top of the round. Drow lady, realizing she's a little fucked. But her entire thing is to stop you guys.
Is it not Oramis first?
No, it is Oramis first. You are correct. Oramis, do the dirty deed against the dirty lady.
Oh,
Stop it.
I was amazing, but I think you did that deliberately.
I did, yes.
With my concealed blade, can I?
Of course it is.
Stick it in there. No, apparently.
That misses, I'm afraid.
Oh, brilliant. Fantastic.
time to break out the big guns.
No messing around. Shudderblade. Her in the face.
In the face. Yep, that hits. And after a very, very brief duel, you're able to get a very, very deadly sort of slash across her chest. She falls to the ground, motionless. You made quick work of those guys. Is there anything you would like to do immediately right now? Obviously, Lolth and everyone has gone inside. There does seem to be some... You can hear movement in there, clattering of metal and things like that. Is there anything you would like to do at the minute
So
outside?
we're fairly certain they're going to come out and meet us. We're not going to go into the next room.
I'd love to take a short rest.
I think we hit him. We go hit him now. She's on the
Yeah.
back foot.
Yeah, I think I agree.
Time to pause.
No,
And
let's
if
go.
we do
Yeah.
our pausing, can I pick up? I think you said I could pick up half my arrows that I've.
Yeah, you can pick up half the arrows that you've thinged. So you're just picking up. What is it, like 2 or 3 arrows?
Yeah, 3 arrows.
Nice. Yeah,
Can I,
you can pick up some of those.
Can I request some heals from Doc? I mean, he doesn't have to give them, but I'm low.
Yeah, how low are you looking?
26 out of 77.
Oh my. Yeah, how's everyone else looking?
I'm alright.
Yeah, pretty much fine.
Cheers, Ben.
I don't want to point it out to you, Luke, but when we started, us as a group, you. I don't think that's a coincidence that you lost a lot of health there.
I work alone until I need some support from other people.
I work alone.
You've got shield.
until I
'Cause you're always the
can't
one who's
do
at the
it alone.
front. You're always taking all the damage first. If you just have a little bit more, put that shield in front of you, you'll be fine.
I don't have a shield.
Exactly. That's why you need dogs. That's what I'm saying.
Very much
Don't give it
damage.
to him.
You don't have proficiency in shields, do you?
No.
No.
Yeah, he does.
So- I don't know.
Hexblade Warlock. Medium armor,
Yeah.
swords, shields.
But I'm guessing it's a little bit difficult to stab someone in the face.
Yes, you would not be able to use your concealed blade with a shield.
So I prefer the damage output.
11 HP from me.
Oh, wow.
And I will also hand you both my healing potions if you take them.
I will gladly take one and drink one. Thank you, Dokrumir.
It was that wow.
Is this a good time for a quick break?
This could potentially be a decent time for a quick break, yeah?
Thanks for the
As
heals.
Prepare to dash inside.
As you prepare to take on the offensive and push inside. Yes, of course. I'll meet you guys back here in 5 minutes for some
Awesome.
Are we going? We're going. We're going. We're in. Okay, so you guys are about to head back in. You've healed up a little bit. You've taken, I'll probably say you've probably taken barely about 15 seconds to just sort of discuss amongst yourself. We're going in. Cool. Oramis chugs a couple of health potions.
How's Matt getting his arrows up in 15 seconds?
Yeah, maybe a bit longer than 15 seconds. More like sort of like 30 seconds for sort of Mazzy to run around and grab stuff. Doc to heal up Luke while he's taking some healing potions. And yeah, you guys to make a couple of decisions. Hercule will say that he's going to remain outside and be with Drix. He doesn't want to leave him out here just in case any of the Drow watchers out there sort of come back for him and end up hurting him or whatever. But he will try and join you. They will both try and join you when they can. He's going to continue to try and make like medicine checks and stuff to try and sort of keep him waking back up. And if all else fails, he'll say he just wants to drag his body somewhere even slightly safer, like where you guys were just hiding just a minute ago, and then he'll run in and try and help you in whatever way he can. There are two entrances. They both seem to lead into the same place. Are you all going in one entrance, or like 2 and 2?
I think we got to split, because if we all come through one and she's up and with an area attack, we're a bit stuffed. So
yeah,
I'll go in the left if someone wants to come with me, and then someone else go right. I think
I'll go left.
Okay.
I'll go right. Oh, can I tell if she's obviously in the room? Can I tell where exactly she is then?
Oh yeah,
you can. So she is about. Oh, let me just do some quick maths. So she is about 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. If that's 30, I'm going to average it to maybe about 70 or 80 feet. A lot more than that. Probably like 100 feet dead ahead of the center.
Okay.
And from what briefly you saw in there, that looks like a pretty big room. So she's fairly sort of central in the room by now. Though you know not what she's obviously on or around or near. So Doc and Mazzy through the right, Gylndan and Oramis through the left, yeah? Or yeah. Cool. So let me just set that up real quick, and I'll pull you guys to the next map. You rush in through these doors, and there's a brief sort of foyered area, and then another sort of set of sort of columned off, cordoned walls.
Oh my god!
And therein, you rush in and find this room. These beautiful statues, water in between them, and all this sort of beautiful sort of vegetation. You haven't seen many plants and leaves and stuff down here, and yet somehow here they are. These beautiful sort of purple flowers growing amongst this vegetation, and this little stream of water sort of flowing along the way. These two Drow here seem to be sort of almost like first responders. They were in the middle of rushing out to come greet you. These two Drow here are or were taking care of Lolth, but as you enter, she seems to shrug them both off and fixes up a little bit of her hair, which is now sort of falling out of its plait in places, but generally somehow keeping herself up. She sort of dusts herself off, shakes off a sort of veil she had over a thing, and a sort of robe she had over her back, shakes it off, and it drops to the floor, revealing more of her figure. And these guys back here are rushing in with these. They're almost like sort of like spider tamers, because these huge spiders seem to keep an equal sort of distance to and from them. They react to what they're saying and things like that. As you enter, Lolth stands behind this purplish flame, almost sort of like dancing with it, almost moving her hands in time and rhythm with the sort of flickering flames that fly up. I tried to be merciful. I am a merciful god, but you're making it very difficult. Tiamat was right. You must be eradicated. Now. And with that, we'll do a quick re-roll of initiative.
Oh, I think we were all very satisfied with the last one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm happy.
I'm joking. It makes sense.
Yeah. Makes sense to put it in. I have the spine of a bar of melted chocolate.
I still got Bigby's hand, Ben.
I'll say you do, yeah. So you
It
spent
lasts a
about
minute, so I'd have thought. Yeah,
yeah,
I
so
had
you
it
spent
for a
about sort of 30 seconds. Yeah, you had like a round in, 30 seconds moving in. Yeah, I'll say you've still got like 5 goes of it left. I'll say, and it's sort of come in alongside you.
Okay.
So I'll roll for Lolth. Okay, that's decent. I'll roll for the Drow. That's even decenter. So.
You still got your hunter's mark, Mazzy.
Yeah, still got the hunter's mark. Mazzy and Oramis.
How long does your spiritual weapon last for, JJ?
Spiritual weapon will be gone. It'll only last a minute.
Okay.
Holy weapon lasts an hour.
What level is holy weapon?
5.
Expensive.
Yes. But 2d8 on every hit, so potentially 4d8 a turn with Mazzy. I figured it was worth it.
Yeah.
I think it's worth it.
Yeah, I definitely think it's worth it. Thank you.
Mazzy and Oramis, do you want to roll a quick initiative?
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Okay. Oh,
can we go back to the other one, please?
Oh, is yours come up?
I'm not seeing these.
Oh dear.
Okay.
There it is.
Oh, that's
There it is.
stressful. Well, I think it's safe to say we might be dead when our goes come round.
So, it goes.
how are we deciding between you and me, Glyndon?
You, I think. I mean, I'm happy to roll for it, but I think it's on Dex, which you're probably better.
Okay, I'm happy to take it if you.
Now let's roll.
That's how we've
D6?
done it in the past.
D20, just a D20. Just a
D20?
D20. Yeah, just do it.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, so you
Do it.
can't use your magic
Do it.
six dice.
Don't you dare!
Oh,
waste-
Oh.
Get in.
I thought you were going to waste the divination roll on.
No, I've only got a 3 left. That'll be a real waste of a divination roll.
We can give it to him.
That's true, but he already got a 3, so I didn't need to.
Yeah, exactly.
Are these, is this a little set of banisters here, Ben, in front of us?
What is this sort of
This-
line here?
Yeah.
Yes, that's a little set of banisters. Unless you want to vault over it, there's hardly a drop, like sort of 3 feet drop, sort of down.
No, I'm going to use it for cover. Easily.
Right, okay, yeah. Alright, so unfortunately it is the Drow first. These two will charge 5, 10, 15, 20, and will fire off a shot. In light of it all, Doc's armor would reflect better. So, in that case, I'll go for Mazzy.
Yeah, Mazzy is
see
glowing like a
his
beacon
armor.
next to me.
Oh, I do have a glowing bow, don't I? Cheers for that.
So that is a natural 18 plus 5 is 23,
Oh,
which
my
I'm
lordy.
assuming that hits.
I might be able to use the bow.
That is 8 piercing damage, Mazzy.
Yeah, I will.
And can you make a Constitution save?
There we go.
You're fine, nothing's happening. This one's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, and take a shot at the unarmored one. That's Gylndan.
Just tell me if it
Hits.
I'm going to use my amulet, which is the level 1 slot. Use shield.
Shield. Wait, what does that make your AC now? That makes your AC 18, right?
Yeah, 18.
18, doesn't it?
Oh,
The arrow, the amulet briefly sort of opens on your neck, and then just dink, the arrow sort of knocks off this spectral shield. The rest of these guys, so this thing is going to go 5, 10, crawl up the side of the statue, 15, 20, 25, 30, dash, 5, 10, 20, 25. And it's going to remain here next to this one. It doesn't want to get in the way of any of its crossbow shots, but it is going to see if it has its web ability, which it doesn't. The other one is, it has the same movement, and it's going to do exactly the same. So it's just going to move over to there, and it's going to see if it has its web ability. Fuck's sake, it doesn't. Not that hard! spiders. That's your entire fucking thing, is making webs. 10, 15,
Well, I mean,
20,
Spider-Man did go through a
25,
phase of not being able to
35, 10,
find it. So.
15, 20, 25, 30.
Performance issues affect a lot of us, more than you think.
Someone's going to move up there. That's their action to do so. These two are going to move up just in front of this flame here and take 2 shots at disadvantage because of the range. But first one's going to take one at unarmored Gylndan.
Oramis. Fuck's sake.
Disadvantage 11 misses. Second one's going to take a shot. The easiest one to see in this light would probably be Doc. As I said, armor reflecting disadvantage.
Oh, Mazzy's put his bow away, hasn't he?
I've got it back out by now.
I was going to say, like JJ said before, he's just standing there with a fucking glowing bow.
I know.
Disadvantage 19.
Maybe I'm hiding behind my back.
I'm very sorry. That was a very, very good hit. Very, very good shot by them. Can you make a Constitution saving throw? You have advantage.
Oh.
You have failed. You haven't failed by more than 5, but you have failed. You are poisoned until the end of the Drow's next turn. You know what poison means. I don't have to explain that to you. And you take 5 piercing damage. You're concentrating, so can you also make another concentration save?
Oi, well done.
Mazzy's bow is kept up.
You want to make use of the bow.
Ben, phrasing.
You're silly man. Now it is the turn of the mighty Lolth. Finally getting a little bit of action.
Right, this is where we die at one go.
And she's gonna cast. Okay, I need to look something up. There's a lot of spells here.
While Ben looks this up, can I dash and then bonus action dash as well?
Yeah.
Ho ho.
Super
So
mobile.
when Oramis decides to run away,
90 feet
gonna try
in
and
the
flank.
other direction.
Imagine we all think he's going to do like a
Oh.
really smooth maneuver and get right in Lolth's face, and then we just look around as, oh, he's not in the temple anymore.
Alright, so Lolth is going to use Oh, is she going to open with it? Yeah, she's going to fucking open with it. Mazzy and Doc, can you both make
No.
Dex saving throws?
Can I see her?
You can see her begin to sort of behind the flame, sort of pull strands of the flame, and in her hands they begin to spark like electricity that form within her hands into a larger and larger ball of sort of electric light.
Okay, can I use my reaction to Arcana check what she's doing?
You can, yeah.
Okay. Right.
18. So I'll say that there's not a whole lot of lightning spells, especially not a whole lot that can reach them from there. She seems to be fairly confident, and you know she's quite powerful. This looks... And the way the lightning is coalescing in her hands, it seems like this could potentially be something akin to chain lightning.
Oh, you're fucked. I'll shout that at them from where I am. Oh, you're fucked.
So, dexterity saving throw. Mazzy unfortunately fails. Doc, however, passes. It first went to Doc anyway, so that's probably a good thing. So, Doc, well, Mazzy, actually, you take 45 points of lightning damage.
Sure, why not?
Doc, you take half.
Is it going to be
So
without reinforcing?
you take 22. As this lightning bolt slams into Doc, and then immediately from slamming into Doc, these two arcs just sort of fizzle out across into the columns around you, and as they sort of crack into them, huge dents and cracks sort of spiderweb across the side of the things, but one of them slams straight into you, Mazzy, and it is powerful. You weren't expecting this. And it deals a hefty chunk of damage. And she is going to move up. She's feeling a bit better now. She's feeling more confident. 5, 10, 15. Yeah, 20, 25, 30. And I think that's all she can do for now. Lolth is a legendary creature. Obviously, she will have things like legendary actions and stuff like that.
You said when Drix hit her, she lost all her legendary resistance? Did you say that?
Legendary resistance, yes. That is
actions, but...
There's a different thing. But
yeah,
yes,
I was just double checking.
Yeah. I'll explain what legendary resistance is another day when you fight something potentially bigger and badder at higher levels. Gylndan, it is now your turn.
Yeah. So I've got Big B's hand up.
You do, yeah. I'll find that hand again for you.
What was the answer to JJ's question about cover for this bit in front of us? Would we get any from it? Or
yeah. I'll say you get some cover from it. It's a banister, sort of up to your waist, so probably something akin to half cover.
Okay, so Big B's hand. Once you give me control, I'll move it.
Yeah, there you go.
So it's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. See. Yeah, it's going to go there. And it's going to hit this red. Would she get cover?
She probably won't, given the fact that it's a floating hand, sort of looming somewhat over her.
She's in cover, so it just goes over the top.
And it's pretty big. And it's pretty big. So roll to hit.
Let's hope for better than last time.
Indeed.
Oh my god. Oh my
10
god.
Does not hit as it sort of slams into the side of this banister and cracks the stone, knocking it away.
Had its own statistics that it used.
It says make a melee spell attack.
Yeah, for the attack. It's got its own strength, and that's for like when you grapple and stuff.
Right.
So
Okay.
I think the only stats it has are strength and dex.
Well,
Yeah, it has a strength of 26. Which is why it's good.
Jesus.
That's irritating. Okay, and then I'm going to shout at the others. I'm going to say, get rid of the minions, and then we can focus on her, and I'll move up to here, and I'll cast my final fireball. I'm going to hit, my final fireball at level 3. I'm going to get these 4 here.
Those 4 there, yeah. So obviously that's Lolth, and then you've got the spider, the thing. So
sorry, guys.
Roll for the thing, and I'll roll some dex saves. Well, Lolth is failing something.
Oh my lord, let's go.
Minion is passing.
Let's go.
So,
34.
4 6s.
So, spider gone. 2 minions, unfortunately, are up, but Lolth fails and takes the full Monty of 34 damage. And what a fireball to take the full damage on. The sort of orange streak bursts through the quite dark room right now, just explode. And you can hear her wail once again and cry out as this damage sort of overwhelms her. Anything else?
That's all on my go.
Cool. Moving along. Oramis. Doc, you're up next. Oramis first.
Can I cast? I've kind of given it away. Can I cast Bane?
Yep.
So I'd like to affect Lolth, these 2 minions back here, and the green one because it'll be 2nd level.
So, Lolth these two minions here.
No, the two at the back, the full health.
Oh, right, okay. What save is it they're making?
Charisma save.
The range of that spell.
Oh, well, let me get a bit closer first. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
I'm not sure you're going to get close enough.
You can get close enough for Lolth.
Yeah, fine.
So
Lolth and these 2 then.
20, 25, 30. And those two, yeah, that'll be fine. So Lolth, charisma save. Oh, what's it? I know it's decent. Not enough. So Lolth fails, and also green. You get all 3.
Including, wait, which 3?
Lolth and green and purple.
Cool. It's 2nd level, so should be 4. Can I have...
Oh, should be 4. Orange as well.
It's orange one.
Yep, he passes, however.
Okay. Hex Blades Curse. Is that a spell? Or no?
That's not a spell, it's just an ability.
So as a bonus action, I can use that against Lolth
Yeah?
this turn. Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah. Cast Hex Blades Curse on her.
I'd like to do that, please.
Yeah, nice. Bonus damage. Bonus to damage rolls equal to the curse target equals your proficiency bonus. That's +4 to any damage roll you make against Lolth. It's also a critical hit on a 19 or a 20. If the target dies, you regain hit points equal to your warlock level plus your charisma modifier. Awesome. I think that's probably... I'm assuming that's everything you can do on your turn.
Yep.
So we go to Doc, who's taken a decently big hit along with Mazzy.
My hammer. I've reread the description we've got of that. It doesn't say anything about an action or bonus action for that.
No, I believe I left it as a somewhat free action as like a quick sort of flash and it changes.
So
But you can only do it like once per round, sort of thing.
yeah, I think I can only do it once.
Yes,
Okay.
that's it. Yeah.
So seeing as I've got temporary use of my arm, I want to transform it into a great sword.
Great sword, so 2d6 slashing damage on a hit.
Yeah, also the throw on that, does that carry over when I transform?
That will carry over, but I mean you're a dwarf with what have you got, like 18 strength?
Yeah.
I'll say yeah, you can throw it 20 feet and it'll come back 80 feet at disadvantage.
Okay. So I'm going to transform it. And then I'm going to give Mazzy a Cure Wounds.
Thank you.
Level 2. So you gain 19 off that. And then that's my action. So
Oh, nice.
duck in close to this wall here and use it as cover.
Nice.
So like a couple of hit points back off that as well. And then that's
Nice.
my action and move.
Mazzy.
HP there. Thank you.
Mazzy, you're up.
Right.
Full
Oh,
HP.
actually,
Did you say I'm
if I
going to
might.
put you back to full HP?
No. I said you doubled my my HP. I was on 20.
Ah, right.
if I might briefly interject by saying that Lolth is going to use a legendary action to command one of her Drow to shoot at Oramis, because I forgot to do that last turn. So
Shit.
orange one is going to have a shot at you because you're close, but he rolled a 3, so good fucking job.
Is that 3 with the minus
He
4?
passed.
Ah, asshole.
I think that's all she can. That'll be the only somewhat decent one. So, yeah. And Mazzy, you're up.
I'm going to move over to the side in order to try and spread all our characters out a bit.
Yep.
And I'm going to aim at purple dude.
Gonna aim at purple dude. Riggedy roll to
leave
hit.
Hunter's Mark, obviously, where it is best,
Yeah.
to be honest. I don't want to waste a spell moving it. And I will fire some arrows. Was it 2d8, JJ, you gave me?
Yeah.
2d8 radiant.
It won't matter on these people, Matt.
Yep.
Well, I hope not.
So,
Hits purple, slam, and this flash of sort of radiant energy just blasts off, knocking her off her feet onto the floor, dead.
And then I go again for green.
Go again for green.
Ooh,
Just hits, yep.
that's the.
So
I think that's
that
the
is-
lowest roll I've ever done with my bow.
I don't know,
You
you've had
must
a
have
couple
hit
of
a
nat
one.
ones in there.
You must have hit a 1.
There was that time when you were in
It
the
is very
north
low.
and you had to hit that guy standing up at the bell and you rolled a 1. That's him completely gone as well. Again, sort of this arrow strikes and just this
Oh my
flash
God,
of
look at
radiant
that.
energy knocks him off his feet, landing hard.
And as a
Oh,
bonus action,
hurt
I'm
back,
gonna,
sorry, dead.
bonus action, I'm going to drink one of the healing potions that I've got.
Gotcha. 2d4 plus 2. Lolth is going to use a legendary action to... I think she'll command again one of her drow to make an attack. This time blue. She'll just sort of point sort of in blue's general direction and over towards you to signal them to make a quick attack. It is with disadvantage because you're a little ways away. That's 13 plus 30 plus 4 is 17. Is that it? I think your AC is 17, isn't it?
Who are you addressing and talking to?
Matt.
Oh, sorry. What was that?
17 AC. That is
Yeah,
your
that
AC,
is.
right? Yeah.
Does he get a bonus for the cover?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
you will get. No, yeah, you will get a bit of a bonus for the cover.
Because my AC
That's
is
good,
16,
it's
so I
on a
think you've got
D6.
1.
It's half cover, so that's plus 2. So actually, it does just miss.
Thank you, Sam.
That's okay.
And the crossbow ball just clatters against the thing next to you. Next
I
round.
just see it, just in that thing right in front of me, just there. Oh, shit.
Next round, the Drow's turn first. So these two are going to move sort of up to Oramis. So 5, 10, 5, 10. Does Big Behind have reactions?
No.
10, 15, and this thing is going to move up, sort of past it, climbing over the thing. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So let's do the Drows Attacks first. So they're going to roll, that's 16, 6 plus 4, that's a 10, that misses. Second one, that's a natural 19, that does hit with a short sword. So that's 5 plus 3, that is 8. I know maths. That is 8 piercing damage.
That is 4 piercing damage.
That's it done. And this guy here is going to try. This spider here is going to try and get red back finally. Fuck you. Which guy's going to go? Dash 5, 10. Get all up in Gylndan's face. These two. So this one's going to come forward. 5, 10, 15, 20. Give Lolth a bit of protection from the
Damn it.
rogue archer and try and shoot the archer finally. Natural 17 plus 4, 21. I'm assuming that hits.
Yeah, that one hits then.
That is 2 piercing damage. You have
2.
passed the
Oh, that's so nice.
concentration. You passed the save against these things, I think, twice now today, so you're fine.
Okay.
2 plus 3, which is 5. That's 5 piercing damage. And this one is going to go over here. 5, 10, 20, 25. Take a shot at Sam, I think. Hits.
So I should be quick with this. I'll just. Oh no, I'll use shield.
Your shield misses by a very, very large margin. It matched your AC.
Worth.
Nice. Arrow clatters away. Lolth's turn. She does not want anyone protecting her. She is a god of these people. She should be protecting them. They should not be protecting her. So that's 5, 10, 15. And if I just have a really, really quick look at her spells. Actually, no, I'm not going to look at her spells. She's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And she's going to look sort of to go for Mazzy, and then a flash of smoke, and one could say mist.
Oh shit.
Hey, Doc. And she will appear behind you and roll a few attacks against you. So that's 4 plus 8 is 12. That's nothing. That's 10 plus 8. That matches your AC. 18. So that's 4 plus 4. That's 8 slashing damage from a scimitar. Yeah. 8 slashing damage. And where's my D8? 4. 7 poison damage, but for you that's halved to 3. And a third attack. Ooh, that's 22. Unfortunately, that also hits. That is 5 slashing damage as well. And 1 poison damage. There was a 1 on a d6 and 2 1s from a 2d8. Fuck. And as she sort of comes up to fight you and sort of comes behind you, as you begin to engage in this duel, unfortunately, yes, your concentration on Mazzy's bow is unfortunately lost. And you briefly, sort of now with a greatsword in your hands, lock blades with her. And she looks up. I met Apollo once. And you know what was interesting? He's just like the rest of us. He's a monster too. And with the final thing, she flips around and slashes very, very hard. First at your leg, the poison sort of seeping through, but you're a dwarf, you can handle it. And the second one, only sort of nicking your side. It's quite a deadly blow. And then she's going to look back after she's done her attacks briefly at Gylndan. And as she looks over back at Gylndan, you're looking at her, and in this sort of twirl, her hair flips around just a certain way, and you match eyes with her, and her eyes seem to almost glow for you. Can you make me a wisdom saving throw?
Oh, I'd really rather not.
Don't simp on this bitch.
Wisdom saving throw, yeah?
Wisdom saving throw. Gylndan, the outside world is completely lost to you. You are staring at Lolth. To you, in this moment, she is beautiful. The most beautiful thing you've ever seen. And you are blind to anything but her.
Would I be looking at her? Or would I not be looking at the giant gnashing spider in front of me?
You might be looking at the giant gnashing spider, but also seeing as Doc is sort of recently got into quite a bit of a fight, you might have looked over that way, and therefore I'll say...
I had one look,
it's just an effect that she can do against people within range. So, you are charmed for 1 minute. The charm target speed is reduced to 0. And until the end of your next turn, you are incapacitated. You must spend each round. So, for the first turn, you're incapacitated. Any turn after that, you are essentially anything you do beyond looking at Lolth is a disadvantage, because you are almost fixated on looking at her. You're also charmed by her, and therefore you cannot do anything harmful towards her.
Okay, do I get to make a save on my turn, or?
You will, so while looking at log charms, are considered blinded, or the creatures between it and Lolth. The charm target can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on itself on success. If the charm target takes damage from one of Lolth's allies, you have advantage on the next saving throw. The effect also ends if you can no longer see or hear her, or if a creature's saving throw is successful, or the effect ends for it. The creature is immune to Lolth's captivating gaze for the next 24 hours. So, until the next turn, you are incapacitated. After that, you're just staring at her. Your speed is 0, and you're sort of.
Would I have lost concentration on my spell? Probably.
You are incapacitated. You lose concentration on your spells.
Bye, Big B.
That's unfortunate.
This is a pickle.
This is a bit of a pickle. That is all she can do. Gylndan.
With some saving throw.
Yeah, you are incapacitated. Yeah, you're incapacitated. Wisdom saving throw.
I have proficiency in these, and I watch me not get out of this for ages.
Exactly. You are still sort of stunned by the gaze of her. She twirls and unfortunately cuts up your friend. Oramis.
Yes, I am going to do some black magic fuckery. And I'm going to bonus action Misty Step.
Bonus action Misty Step. Alright, where are you Misty Stepping to?
Up here. Behind
There,
Lolth.
nice.
And
Get her.
I'm going to not conceal blade, sorry, shadow blade. Attack.
Shut
Oh,
down.
even with the advantage.
Unfortunately, that does not hit, I'm afraid. As she almost sees you coming, and this majestic twirl is able to sort of bat your shadow blade around. And even as she does so, she just gives you a cheeky little wink.
Oh, I hate this one. I'm going to kill her. That is all.
You've used your bonus action. You still have movement, but I'm assuming you don't really want to move.
No.
Alrighty then, Doc.
Can I defer my sneak attack to Doc?
Unfortunately not. Dokrumir.
You did everything perfectly, and you were just let down by the rolls there.
I'm going to recast my spiritual weapon. Hovering
Yep.
so roll to hit with that.
Yeah, that hits.
Is that thing concentration on me, or no?
No, it is not, I'm afraid.
Oh my god, that's powerful.
13
damage.
That's 13 damage indeed.
And so that's bonus action. And then for action, I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on the blue boy.
On the blue boy. Gotcha. He needs to make a save.
Save.
He rolled a 2. Bye-bye.
Takes 7 damage. Yeah, I'll stay where I am for this time.
Alrighty. Mazzy.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to put that in the shop. Right, I will cast. Sorry, I'll get there. Spike growth over all of these 3 guys.
I'll roll these 3 guys over here.
Ooh, smart.
That is.
And hopefully that will then, if I kill purple, I'll get rid of the spider by Gylndan.
You are aware that Hunter's Mark. That gets rid of Hunter's Mark.
That's fine. I can make
Yep.
cast.
How big is Spike Growth? Spike Growth is
20 radius.
20-foot radius.
Yeah.
I know that's too small. Just give me a minute.
Yeah, fine.
My screen
I
is too
want
big.
the edge of the circle to be right on purple, so if they walk towards us, it's got most. It's going to take most of the damage.
40.
Actually, so it should then. It might. Does it get Lolth as well? No. It will get Glynd. It will get Glyndon then, won't it?
Is it a little bit big? Might be.
Okay, so just take it up so it doesn't hit Glyndon or
Luke.
40.
Yeah.
Did you? What happened to your Bane? Did you lose it?
No, Bane is still going.
Okay, I don't know if Lolth should have had Bane on all of the attacks on Doc then.
That is a good point.
I'm sorry, there's a lot going on. I just remember.
No. That is a good point. I'll roll that really quick now. So she.
I
hit
also
two
think
of them.
Luke. I think Luke should have made a concentration saving throw for when he got hit by the minions as well.
Okay, Luke, roll a quick concentration.
Sorry?
No,
It's not concentration.
Yeah,
Bane.
Bane is definitely concentration.
Bane's definitely concentration.
Oh, it doesn't say on the description.
Yeah.
Roll
Maybe
me
you
a
should.
quick con save, DC 10. Luke, so that stays up. One of them, I believe, only just hit you.
One of them
Doc.
hit me with, I think it was an 18 and a 22, so I'm guaranteed to avoid the first and
Guaranteed to
can't
fail
avoid
the second.
Avoid the second, even if she rolled 4.
Alright, and the first one did a fair bit of damage. I think it was like you took 3 poison damage, so you can add that back. And I think you took 6 piercing damage, so you can add that back as well. To slightly retcon that
call,
one.
Sam.
Good call, Sam.
6 is 9.
So is that placement fine for spike growth?
Yeah, that's fine because I don't want it to hit Doc or Glyndon.
weapon.
So that's fine.
You passed the first one. I'll let you reroll the second one because it now.
I passed the first one and lost it on the second one.
You did. The first one, however, now didn't happen. The second one did happen. So I'll say, roll me one now. I can't be. Roll me another.
Fuck, it's gone.
Unfortunately, you've lost it. So is that
Luke,
alright for
Luke,
the
I'd put a
placement
little-
of?
Yeah, that's a
your
good point.
character.
Yeah.
Is that a good placement for spike growth? Mazzy?
No, put it back over to the right because if they come towards to save Lolth,
Back over to the right.
I think they'll die anyway. So I suppose we'll leave it there.
Leave it there. All right. Cool.
Do I get to use my second attack because that technically was a spell? It wasn't a physical.
No, you don't. Spell is your full action, unfortunately.
Then bonus, I'm going to drink another healing potion.
Bonus action, drink another healing potion. 2d4 plus 4.
You're having a party over there.
He is indeed having
Yeah,
a
but
day.
as he's got him in his hand, and as he draws the arrow and pulls it back, there's just a little. And then he's like, and then let's go the arrow.
It's like cocaine on my armor.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Hold on, I'm reshuffling things around because my iPad's about to die.
I also noticed that Mazzy is absolutely buzzing all over the place.
Right, so it is the Drow's turn, and the first ones that were fighting should be charging now.
If anybody was kung fu fighting, I said surely not everybody was kung fu fighting.
No, it was everyone. I was there. I can attest.
Since when did
Oh
you
my
learn
God,
kung fu
there we go.
fighting?
Okay,
No one said it was good kung fu.
moving us along. So we have the
That looks
Drow
like a
taking
bad jokes.
turns. These guys are also would have grown around them.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So it would have grown around them. So would they have noticed it?
I think it says in the spell
That's the
description it's a
thing.
wisdom save to notice.
It's a wisdom save to notice. Alright, so Pink rolled a natural 20. One rolled a
I love the
3.
idea that a jungle's just
Oh,
sprung
rolled
up
an
around
18.
them and they can not notice.
These spikes in the ground, grown up. Orange tries to move, and unfortunately,
Any creature that can't
dies.
see the area at the time.
Well, I'm going to say Orange went to move anyway. They're Drow, they're not very smart. They're not the
Ow.
smartest anyway.
Ow.
I think Yeah, it has an intelligence of 11. So I guess maybe he thought he could get lucky, and unfortunately couldn't get lucky. So the others are going to unfortunately have to wait here. 5, 10, 15, 20. So Pink is going to make an attack against an incapacitated Gylndan. He has advantage, but then disadvantage because of the range. Misses. I won't bother rolling the second attack. Red is going to make an attack against Oramis, but you do have half cover. That's an 18 plus 4, that's 22. I will say that hits. He doesn't have advantage or anything, however. So can you make a Constitution saving throw for the for your?
But he got an 18
Bane.
with half cover.
He did.
And minus
he got
4.
natural 18 plus 4.
Minus 4 for the Bane.
Oh, minus 1d4. That's a very good point. And that is minus 4. That's 18. What's your AC at the minute?
It's still 16, but
16, but then half cover plus 2.
18.
So it's 18, so it does just hit.
God damn!
But for posterity, that was very good.
Thank you.
That is 4 plus 3, that's 7 piercing damage. And can you make me a you need to make a concentration save and another concentration save, or 2 constitution saving throws, please. The first one for your spell. First one for the spell, second one for some poison.
For the spell. Oh, I'll take the poison.
Luke, as you feel this drow poison seep into your blood,
Load me
you're
up.
unfortunately poisoned until your next turn. Until their next turn, sorry.
No. What if they die? Am I just permanently poisoned because I never get another turn?
This is a good point. This is a very good point. I'm forgetting to use a lot of legendary actions, but there we go.
That's fine.
Okay.
In which case, Lolth is going to use
Nothing.
The spider go.
Oh, the spider does get a go.
Not that I'm begging for my own death, but has the spider go.
Has advantage, thank God, because I rolled a 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits. You are incapacitated until her next turn, so you can't take reactions, so that just hits.
Damn, son.
4 plus 5 plus 2, that's 9 plus 2, that's 11 piercing damage. And can you make me a constitution saving throw?
I'll make saving throws if I'm incapacitated.
You can make constitution ones, yeah.
Oh, let's do it. Constitution saving throw. Oh!
Boom, you're fine.
Where was that on the wisdom save? 11 damage, yeah?
11 damage, yep. Lolth's turn. She is going to... How far away are you? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So she was to go. Okay. So she is now instead going to sort of look at you both, give a quick wink, Misty Step. Here.
Swear to God.
Ah, shit.
5, 10.
I didn't know it was an accident.
18 plus 8, that's 26. I'm assuming that hits.
Yeah.
That is 2 plus 4, that's 6 piercing damage. And 9 poison damage. And that's a nat 1. And that's a 15. That doesn't hit, does it?
No, 16.
Damn. All right. This the first attack cuts pretty deep, but the second one, unfortunately, you're able to really, really quickly and very, very easily block. The third one as well. You sort of like shove her blade over, manage to block it again, and she will not give up. Yes, she will. she's going to give up her captive. She needs to roll for it. She doesn't get it. All right. She keeps her captivating gaze on Gylndan. It's the end of her turn. Gylndan, you're no longer getting incapacitated, but your speed is 0. You're blind to anyone else not within straight vision to her, and you're charmed by her, so you can't see anyone but her. But you can make attack rolls with disadvantage against other things around you that you might be able to hear. It is your turn. So, for example, I would say you can probably hear the drow down below you to your left. You can definitely hear the spider right behind you.
So I just have disadvantage on attacks against other things.
You do, yes.
Okay, well, it's a good thing I got a spell in my arsenal that doesn't rely on advantage, and I'm going to level 2 magic missile the spider behind me, please.
You cannot. You are blind. You are blind to anything but her, and you need to be able to see the thing you're attacking.
So
with magic missile.
That's a joke. Okay. Do I still make a wisdom saving throw at the end of my turn for this?
Yeah.
Or... Okay. Is it the end or the beginning?
End.
Right, since I'm only... I'll hit her with a level...
You are charmed, you cannot make offensive actions against her.
Oh, I'm in a bit of a bother, really, aren't I? So I can't see anyone. Is it just that I'm looking at her?
You are looking at her.
So you can technically see Doc and Oramis, right?
Yeah, you can see Doc and Oramis. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can move, can't I?
Your speed is 0.
Speed is 0. Okay. Oh, bothersome.
So you can, for example, make like a staff hit against someone behind you, ice spike behind you, left of you, whatever. All will be a disadvantage, but...
Okay, right. I'm gonna... use Althorzal Seeing Eye as my bonus action.
Alright.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So Doc and Oramis both get a +4 to something.
Okie dokie.
My AC goes up by 4, and I get a +4 to something, so I'm probably going to add that +4 onto this disadvantage attack. No, I'll save it for my save. Right, and then disadvantage attack against the spider with my Dragonhead Staff.
With Dragonhead Staff, hasn't come out in a while.
Here we go. Bang. Oh,
that definitely hits. Yeah, roll the damage. Are you also doing the push? Oh no, you don't roll the damage. Actually, it's just gone.
Oh, is it a 1?
Yes, this also counts as a minion.
Oh, that's the only time where it doesn't matter what damage I do that I hit more on two-handed.
Yeah, so sort of blind to Lolth, but you can hear this thing behind you just sort of quickly spin around, and you manage to catch just as it's sort of moving to the side. You just listen out for it, you manage to catch it just as it's moving, and just the sort of magic in your staff bolsters your attack, and it just knocks to the ground, chitters, and sort of slides a little ways back. It is gone.
So my speed is 0, but I'm going to do my wisdom save with
+4.
Please, come on.
Oh.
15?
Makes it.
Oh,
Success.
Jeez.
You finally sort of shake yourself awake a little bit, realizing, yeah, she's not quite a 10, maybe an 8. And you're back. So, next up is Oramis.
Right, I'm going to Misty Step. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then...
Spells have you got?
How many have I used, actually? That's a good point.
You've used
I think I've only used one. Oh, I've used Bane.
And
I
a
can't
Misty Step.
Then. I can't Misty Step. Good point. Thanks, JJ.
I was going to ask the same question.
Thanks, Ben. Oh,
Matt and I were going to ask the same question.
fine. Well, I'd like to do the same thing, but just with a bonus action to dash. instead.
Bonus
So,
action to dash instead. All right.
nah. I don't know why I didn't think of that in the first place, but and I'm going to try again with the old Shadow Blade with a +4 if I need it.
Shandong.
With a +4 if you need it.
You need it.
With
You
the
actually
17,
You actually
I
didn't need
don't.
it.
Can I not use it?
Hmm?
Will it make any difference if I use it?
No, it won't make any difference. You hit either way.
Cool.
At the end of your turn, right, Sam?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
So you have that
Oh,
bonus to
It
anything.
it goes at the
Yeah,
end.
yeah, once it goes round. So you could use it on like a reaction or something. Oh my Gideon.
Oh my Gideon, indeed. Yeah, finally coming around. And as she's engaged in this sort of brief sword duel with Mazzy, who's just sort of finished off his potion and actually finally sort of getting ready, dodging out of the way of her attacks, able to really, really quickly come up and just deliver this devastating blow to her back. So, holy fuck, that's 19 damage. Nicely done. Is that the end of your turn?
As long as she's taken the full 30 damage.
She has taken the full 30 damage.
Then absolutely, Ben.
That is the end of
Cool.
my turn.
Legendary action. She's going to turn around and try and whack you. That's a natural 19. 27.
Interesting. That 19,
Mm-hmm.
does that have -4, or is that with her proficiency? You said natural, so that was the dice roll.
That was the dice roll, and then plus 8. I'm very sorry. So, don't worry, she's only rolled a 1, so that's 5 slashing damage.
Ooh, 2 slashing damage, man.
And 6 poison damage.
Oh, damn. I can't uncanny dodge poison, though, can I? That's
Unfortunately not.
You're good. Maybe not that good.
not that good yet.
Doc.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast Mass Cure Wounds on, which fortunately reaches everyone.
Oh, alright.
Oh.
So everyone gains 8. Ah, that's a shocking roll.
Oh, that's
That's 2
that's not
ones
great.
in there. But you get
Oh,
one
dear.
on top of that as well, so everyone gains 18 hit points.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Oh.
Oh,
That is much
Mazzy,
appreciated.
you did get hit, right? Make
Yeah, I
a
did.
con save
Oh,
for
shit, yeah.
spike
Yeah,
growth.
Yeah.
I also need to make a
No
con save
worries.
for Bane.
You do also need to make a con save for Bane, which unfortunately dissipates.
I'm then going to move my spiritual weapon as a bonus action 15 feet, and it's going to make an attack against this guy.
This guy, yeah, hits. He is Bazinga out of there. Pretty decent damage, to be fair.
And I'm gonna stay where I am while the melee boys do their thing. Just stand between Lolth and the squishy wizard.
Alrighty. Next up is whoever's next up. So that's Mazzy.
Cheers. Well, I'm not going to do anything else other than attack the person who's in front of me, who will hopefully take the wrath of this dual sword.
She does indeed.
Yeah, and the Hunter's Mark is not Hunter's Mark.
Is
Ooh.
not on her, unfortunately, so it's just the straight damage.
Can I take off Spike Growth and put Hunter's Mark on?
I mean, yeah, you can do, but that's going to use up the spell slot for obviously Hunter's Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then yeah, that's cool.
Cool.
Yeah. So Spike Growth gone. Hunter's Mark now on Lolth. Already got a little concentration thing on her, so roll the damage.
Yep.
7 piercing damage.
Oh, that helped.
It did indeed. So you've got 11. Nicely done.
I'll do the same. Oh, but advantage 18.
Advantage 18. Yeah, it does hit.
Yes.
Would have just hit without advantage, to be fair. Oh, I completely forgot. Your sword isn't magical anymore. Soz, bro. So that 11 was actually
When did that happen?
Your sword was never magical, it was your bow.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Oh, yeah. Never mind.
Yeah.
So it's 19 half to 9, which is still a damn hefty chunk of damage. Alright, is that everything on your turn, Mazzy?
Yes.
Yes? Alright, so this drow, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Gylndan, you just have a bit of cover, he's going to shoot you anyway. Hits.
17.
Hmm?
Is it 17?
AC 17. AC 17, yeah, hits.
Okay. Fuck it, take it.
Take it. Can you make me a Constitution saving throw?
No.
Failed. You are poisoned until the end of your next turn. Attack rolls are made a disadvantage, as well as ability checks. You also take 5 plus 3, 8 piercing damage. And considering he's the only drow in the room, we move on to Lolth. He's going to briefly step back. And as she sort of like spins and slashes with both of her sort of scimitars at the ready, she'll just stand there. Oh, let's just get this over with already. And as she sort of moves her hands in such a way that she's almost sort of like casting a spell with blades, and they sort of sing, creating this multicolored sort of spectrum of light briefly, and then she points this light in an almost cone. Are you using a reaction, Gylndan?
Yeah. Does it look like magic?
This definitely looks like some kind of magic.
Okay. Yeah. Why not? There's a lot of other threats, so.
What's the range on counterspell?
That's a good question. I think it's ridiculous.
I think it's ridiculous too, but I just want to make sure.
I think it's 60.
It is 60.
Oh, then I'm really sorry. You're 5 feet out.
55.
No.
I'm literally 5 feet out. That little move back she did. Well worthwhile. Well done, Ben.
Well worthwhile. So everyone but Sam, roll me a D8. Little cheeky little D8.
Is high good or bad?
You'll find out.
Probably bad.
You are fucked.
Well, we'll find out either way because Matt's rolled a 2 and you rolled an 8.
Including you, Oramis.
There
Oh.
are some spells like prismatic
Oh.
or something like that, where if you roll like an 8, you get 2 beams instead of 1 or something like that. So I maybe.
It's really funny you'd mention prismatic spray, JJ. It's just so funny you'd mention prismatic spray. So we'll go in order of who rolled. So Mazzy, you rolled a 2. Make me a dexterity saving throw, please. As you see these beams of sort of prismatic colour just fly out in random patterns, and one of them does hit you, so you have passed. You'll still take some damage. However, it's not so much. So you would have taken 35, but half that to 12. 12 acid damage.
Oh.
Doc, you rolled an 8. Roll 2 more D8.
There it is. 4 and a 5.
4 and a 5. Can you... Okay, that's actually not terrible for you. So first of all, a green ray comes up to you. Can you make me a... It doesn't say what save it is. Oh, it's a dexterity save. So can you make me a dex save?
5.
You will take half damage on this first one anyway, because it's poison. But you take 32 poison damage, halved to 16, halved again to 8, so you take 4. No, not halved again. No, you're halving it once. So it's 16.
16, okay.
And the second ray, make another dexterity saving throw.
14. Probably not enough either.
Not enough either. So that is...
I think her DC is 15 JJ, so that's unfortunate.
30 cold damage.
30 cold damage. Okay, this is less fun.
Yeah.
And Oramis. You roll... What did you roll? You rolled a 1.
Tell you what, it's a good
So with a
thing.
1,
Got 18 hit points back, guys.
a red beam sort of flashes past you. Can you make me a dexterity saving throw? We all know how this is going to go.
I don't know.
Maybe. You take nothing.
Success.
And with that, her turn is done. Gylndan, you've seen these sort of flashes of really bright light just light up the room in this huge sort of cone for a brief second. And as it sort of fades, some people are looking a lot worse for wear than they were a minute ago. But very, very well done. We move on then really quick back to Gylndan.
Okay, so I'm going to do a level 1 magic missile.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to send one at the gal behind me.
Okie dokie.
So she's gone.
Yeah, she's gone.
And then,
Magic missile smashes just at her leg, and as she flips forward, her face just crunches into the floor.
And then
Ouch.
2 max damages on Lolth.
And 2 max damages on Lolth. Oh, very, very nice. And from this bit of damage, she's now looking fairly worried. She doesn't want to be here anymore. She definitely doesn't want to be here anymore. And I'm actually going to start
10,
up
15,
into
20, 25, 30.
little tally of damage.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. And then I'll come up here next to Doc, and I'll do another Althor's All-Seeing Eye, and I think that gets Oramis and Doc for the +4.
Cool. Nicely done. Next up, Oramis.
I'm going to step up behind her again. Ho ho ho.
Is my poison gone? Sorry, or is it until the person's next turn who gave it to me?
Person's next turn who gave it to you.
So I guess that's technically
That's technically Lolth's turn, yeah.
Shadow Blade with the +4.
Shadow Blade with the +4.
Without the +4.
Definitely hits.
Lovely. And 46 for the sneak attack.
46 to the boys.
Disappointment.
5, that's 16 damage on top of that, yeah.
And I'd like to use the +4 instead on this concealed blade. I don't need it.
You don't need it, you've rolled a crit. You rolled a... re-roll that first one, so roll another d6.
Okay.
Because I'm nice, and I've made that a new rule. So that's actually 4 plus 2, that's 6 damage. No, that's 4 plus 7 plus 2, that's 9 damage, actually. Oh shit, she's not going to be looking very, very good for the next thing. Nicely done. Anything else?
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Why
Oh,
does
plus
your
four.
blade roll with a -1 to damage?
Say what? Say what? Why? -1 to
If
damage?
you hold over that number 3, it's rolled 1 plus 3 minus
Oh, it's because of the
When it got
tower
damaged.
when it got damaged, and I'm pretty sure you did get it fixed. But
Yeah.
You've just been rolling with -1 this whole time. Okay, I'll add 2 to this damage. I can't be asked to try and retrace every thing. So that's 32.
Luke, the tower.
Yeah.
That was a while ago.
It was a long time ago. Doc, you're up.
Well, I'm less healthy than I was. So
Can I just quickly ask, should I be taking out the -1?
Yeah, take out the -1.
I don't need to add like a plus.
You don't need to add
just take it
anything,
out.
just
Yeah.
take out the -1, yeah.
Cool.
So I am going to channel Divinity, and I need to work out numbers real quick. So I'm going to give myself 20 hit points, which means there's 30 going begging for anyone that's. I'll step up a little bit to make sure I'm within range of everyone. And if anyone's below half, there's 30 hit points going begging.
I'm above half.
I'll say it's your turn. You're doing the spell. You got to make a decision.
Okay,
who are you doing?
I will split it 20 to Mazzy, 10 to Gylndan.
Are you saying we only get that if we are below half?
You get,
Up to your half.
So you get up to.
Okay, so I'm above half, so yeah.
Yeah, ditto.
That was a big waste of that.
Slightly.
I think that was a bit worth off than they were.
Is that everything?
No, bonus action 5, 10, 15, 20 spiritual weapon goes up to there.
Spiritual weapon goes up there. Awesome. Mazzy, it's your turn.
Keep it nice and simple.
Yeah, that's cool. Oh, actually, hold on. Legendary action is going to make a swing at Oramis because he dodged out of the way and stuff. I'll allow you to keep the roll. That's an 18 to hit Oramis.
Yeah.
Sweet. So much sexual tension in that. That's 10 slashing damage. And 5 poison damage. That 20 hits. Roll damage.
It's not frozen.
I don't. Matt,
Sorry, what?
roll damage.
Roll damage.
No, sorry, I was reading something, so I didn't even take in what you were saying.
Yeah, that hits. 14. Very, very nice. Yep.
And then Unsmart to join in.
Unsmart to join in. 17. Lovely.
Are you targeting Matt's damage?
Are you going to attack again?
Oh, of course. Oh, lovely.
Very, very nice.
Oh.
7.
Lovely.
Oh, fuck. Nice. Anything else?
No, there really isn't anything I can do, so no.
Cool. Gylndan, your poison condition is gone.
Yay.
And it's now that Lolth is looking fairly... She's looking fairly sort of beat up, this form of hers. She's looking around her robes and things, which are now sort of part tattered. And she's just looking around you. Well, come now, boys. This party isn't over yet. And she'll proceed to sort of begin to cast a spell again, sort of with her scimitars sort of fluttering through the air. Are you doing anything, Gylndan?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you doing?
So, what have I seen her do?
You have seen her do something, and from the sort of wave of her scimitars, there is a sort of ripple through the air. A magical, definitely magical ripple.
Would you give me any hint about can I tell sort of the strength, or is that all in a check?
That would be all within a check.
Okay, cool. I'm going to counterspell at level 4.
Level 4. It is counterspelled.
Yes.
But she's going to counterspell back.
Fuck you, Nan.
At level 5. As she hasn't used that.
Killing it!
And you can see her create, as she sort of, you now realise she's sort of slashing through the air. You try and sort of slam your staff down to try and defy it, but with a very, very brief slash across your way, it sort of shuns the magical energy, trying to halt her in her place. And with this final slash, she sort of twists. She sort of slashes and twists into this ripple as she has cast Dimension Door. And she can go up to 400 feet with this thing. So I'm just going to say that she very, very easily makes it all the way over here.
Oh my.
Oh my god.
To the end of the room.
Well, doesn't matter for me. It matters for you guys, but doesn't matter for me.
But you can see as she's sort of gone this way, she's a little slouched down now. Something seems to be jostling her sort of body and things like that, especially her legs, which are sort of crumpling a little bit. And she does sort of scurry away into the back room, shouting orders in Elven. So, you know, something along the lines of, we're coming to you, be on the ready. And she will move as far back as she can.
Well, she keeps on moving
into wherever she's going.
Has she gone?
She has gone now into the whatever the next room is. She's moved her full 30 feet. You can no longer see where she is.
Hunter's mark, I can tell she's there, but
you can tell she's there, and you can tell she has continued to move. There's been no sort of stopping.
Oh, okay.
There is a brief sort of moment of quiet where you're all sort of a bit scarred up, a bit bruised up. You have a brief sort of second of breath. What are you going to do?
We gotta get after her. Yeah, we gotta go.
Run.
Run? Alright, cool. I'll say we're out of initiative very briefly, yeah.
Okay, I want to get off as many rounds of an Aura of Vitality as I can while we...
So you're all dashing, except for you, Doc. You don't dash for one. Aura of Vitality, is it a bonus action or it's an action? And then a bonus action on subsequent turns. Cool. So everyone sort of gets up 60 feet, which, if I just do a really, really quick thing, is, say we go from Mazzy, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45, 60. So everyone gets to about here. Doc gets about halfway and has cast this spell. And then it's, I'll say, another 60 feet to get to there. So that's essentially 2 rounds. 3 rounds to catch up to where she was. That's like 20 odd seconds, and you can see as you move into the area she was that a lot of these her leg guards of her armor have now gone. The fabric sort of tail of her sort of robes have also gone and been left on the floor. Drips of blood, this purplish blood, are also sort of lying in her wake, and this room seems to go towards a small sort of back room with a very, very large door set in place. Are you going to head on through?
Yeah, how many rounds of Aura Vitality did I get, Ben? 3?
So I'll say you got the initial casting and then 2 more.
Okay, so... Alright, so we'll go Mazzy, you get +3 on top of that, so 12. Gylndan, you get 16. Oramis... Sorry, only 8. But I have still... I am now... I put a thing on myself, so I'm concentrating, and I've got it for a few more rounds.
Alright.
Yeah, Spiritual Weapon will go, because it can't move fast enough to keep up before it'll run out of time.
That's fair.
And I have a bonus action to move it, so it'll be a bonus action to heal instead.
Alright, so you're all immediately chasing after her as fast as you possibly can across this room filled with sort of dead drow. and you push onwards, and you can hear this cry very, very suddenly. You can tell it's Lolth. She's screaming, she's crying out, she's in quite desperate pain before it stops. And you enter the next room, and you suddenly see why. In this next room, there are sort of 4 giant spiders laid around, each sort of stood almost sort of at attention. They are stood very sort of proudly and sort of chittinously sort of moving their sort of forward pincers in waiting for your arrival and in waiting to go and attack you. The priestesses, they don't seem like they're concentrating anything. These are just pets. These are just here. This is a temple of spiders. Obviously, there's going to be some spiders around.
Yeah.
But they are sort of stood with their staffs sort of to attention above the sort of up on the stairs, and rising behind a banister, you see Lolth, though very different to what she once was. Now, no longer humanoid, but half spider, half woman, much like the Driders you faced before. Her hair is now out of this very sort of elaborate hairpiece and just sort of fallen to her, sort of over her. Still very, very straight. She still retains an element of beauty about her. But this is a different form of Lolth. And as she's there, she's smiling, but she's twitching in almost like a maddening state. She raises her sides, and the crown on her head grows these sort of 2 spikes that go all the way up. As she raises them, I want these intruders dead. This is a holy place of worship. Kill them! She screams out. And so that we don't have to do it next session, we probably don't have time for, unless people are willing to do one more round of initiative.
I think
it's probably best we
to leave it there.
Yeah, we'll probably leave it. We'll leave it there for this session, and then hopefully we'll get this finished off in the next one. But if everyone just wants to roll a really quick initiative, and we'll put that up so we can just jump straight in with the next session.
Oh, now I'm good.
Now he's good.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Oh, Luke. Luke, for someone with +5 initiative, I don't feel like you're near the top.
Math initiative rolls.
Who are we missing? We're missing Gylndan. So
Wouldn't be worth it. I'd still end up with 11 every time.
I do not know what I've just done.
Mazzy, Gylndan.
Repeating attack.
Mazzy, Gylndan, Oramis, Doc. Let's just quickly roll for them to see how they do.
I can't see dogs for me.
It's just above yours.
Right. Oh, it's because you did the last roll, so your name's not by it. Yeah, I thought it was
okay. They do look to be going. They do look to be a little slow on the initiative.
What a shame.
I'll say that much.
And me both.
Indeed. And we will pick this up next session. I hope you are enjoying the boss battle as it stands.
It's a bit of it's a drainer, Ben. It's tough.
I genuinely thought we were going to finish it.
Yeah, so did I.
But
I thought she was low. I thought she was going to run away, and we could get her while she was running away. But
I mean,
does she heal up when she goes into the next room? Does she do something to heal up? Or is it just
you have no idea?
Out of interest, Ben, what's her movement?
Her movement is 30 feet.
Because theoretically, I should be able to outpace her.
You should theoretically be able to outpace her, yeah.
So how does she run away?
She
because she used the spell Dimension Door, which allows you to go up to 400 feet to a location that you can see.
Yeah, but I can run 90 feet, so like, what's 400 feet against 90?
Valid point.
Fair enough.
Yes, but no, this is this is what I sort of meant by staged. I think I might have mentioned to some of you wanted to try out sort of like classic sort of staged boss fights. So you might find a few more interesting abilities and things in this fight.
Is this thing underneath her, is that aesthetic or is that supposed to be part of her?
So that is a big sort of statue. Yeah, that is just athletic. Just like a big adamantine statue of her with this liquid here being... this does look like a very sort of holy place. That somewhat symbolizes, you know, like babies are baptized? I don't know what that little bowl is called. But it's somewhat,
font?
you can probably imagine it's somewhat...
The font,
the font, yeah. So it's somewhat similar to that in some respects. Obviously all these things round the side of here are columns. Stairs go up. You knew that. They also go down.
Wow.
Mazzy... Matt, do you want to put your clock on so you remember you've got...
Oh,
This one, sorry.
His clock. Would he like to put his clock on his token? Thank you. Put your penis away while you're at it.
I'll have to let you know, but I don't think I have anything on next week. So providing everyone else is free, we could potentially do this in person next week to try and sort of get it somewhat finished off.
That's a no from Luke. Fancy it. I'm guessing this is probably going to be quite a bit. In response to what you said, Matt, I imagine her going into her deity form probably has some sort of... I imagine her HP will be increased in some way.
I will say, so there was a certain cap she had for her previous form, and then you continued to damage her beyond that, and I've added that to... So I've taken that away from what she had.
Basically killed her, but she's respawned.
So...
Excellent. So we're looking at potentially doing the Wednesday the 5th in person?
Maybe.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I was going to say, Ben, I thought you said you had...
No, my parents are down Wednesday the 5th. I can do next Thursday in person, or we'll have to skip next week.
Thursday I've got badminton, I believe. I've not heard anything, but I imagine it'll be on.
Monday?
Luke, I've just seen what you sent. Monday works.
Monday's a bank holiday as well.
Monday is.
Oh my god, yeah, that's a good point. It's bank holiday. I can maybe come up a little bit earlier in the day, hang out, catch up if people are free.
Do a full day of it. No.
We can make a whole day of it. That's a really, really good point. That could work quite well then.
I'll double. So I've arranged to see my family that day, but I could go for lunch and then come to you afterwards. Also, I think I technically have to isolate until that day. I failed my first get out early test today. So that's not good, but I can do it tomorrow. If I do tomorrow and then Saturday, I can be out Saturday or Saturday, Sunday. So it's just 2 in a row that I've got to get.
Fingers crossed.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Fingers crossed.
For Monday the 3rd.